Hello! I thought it was time to do another video, and I wanted to choose one that was going to be shorter this time and more focused on one specific area or type of makeup. As you can see, I have lots of makeup on already. Don't mind me, just trying to do a graphic eyeliner look to look like a cat for Halloween for my niece. This is my first attempt at doing graphic liner. Didn't turn out quite as I hoped, but I'm gonna blame my eyeliner. My eyeliner is really dry right now, so I have a new one on the way. So I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to contour. And the reason why I think that it's important to talk about contouring is because it's such a popular thing right now, but the way that most of the beauty gurus and a lot of the professionals do it, it involves a lot of product, meaning that sometimes your face can look a little bit more overdone, a little bit cakey sometimes. Maybe I just like to feel like my skin is breathing. So again, I'll reiterate, my face does not look flawless right now. Nope, that's okay. I want to look like myself, but enhanced. And then also I feel like, a lot of the techniques used are very time consuming. If you are contouring using concealer under your eyes and concealer all down your face and all down your nose, and I do not use concealer for contouring. I'm only going to be using bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So keeping it simple and fewer products on your face. And then also along the other thread that I have said is really important is it's cheaper because you're not using a ton of extra concealer, and the concealer I use is expensive, so I don't want to be blowing through my Tarte Shape Tape trying to get my look going. So what I've done at this point is everything. I do my bronzer, my blush, and highlighter last in my routine, just because I feel like that's what makes the most sense. So what I start with is my bronzer. I guess another disclaimer that I should probably say is that it's important to contour based on your face shape. What I am doing is what I feel works for my personal face shape, but maybe do a little bit of research to find, is your face more round? Mine is more oblong, oval, whatever. If your face shape is really different, maybe do some research, and there's some really easy sites out there that'll show you exactly where you should be hitting to make your face look the most natural. I'm not trying to do this so that I can look chiseled or look different or make my face look smaller, or I'm doing it to give it the natural shadows and highlights to just make it look enhanced and kind of make things pop a little bit more. So you're not going to see me using any tactics where I'm going to end up looking really cut or chiseled, whatever. So the brush I'm going in with is a fluffy angled brush. You're going to see a lot of people use very different tools as well. I like something not really huge and fluffy because I want to be able to have the precision. Maybe with a fluffier brush you're going to get a little bit better blending, but I think it kind of defeats the purpose to have this huge brush that covers your whole face. So I've dipped it in my bronzer. Right now I'm still using the Hoola Benefit bronzer. It's okay. This was probably not worth the $30, $35 I spent for how little it is. So I don't love it, but it's good. But don't buy it. It's not worth the money. So I'm going to start up here. You're going to start where you want the most product, which is up here. If you start too low, you are going to find that you look ridiculous. You want the color deposit to be here. That's where your heaviest shadow should naturally be. And then work down a little bit. Yes, I have a pimple there. Whatever. Tried to cover it. She is what she is. Probably going to wear a mask tonight anyways. So, hey, that's the beauty of wearing a mask right now, people. The one of the many positives is my whole lower of my face can be broken out. Nobody's going to know. It's fine. Just wear a full face mask and hide all my acne. And then as you see, I'm working it up into my temple and my hairline to make it look natural. And I feel like that looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. Sometimes lighting in camera can make your makeup look kind of odd. So if you think it looks weird, don't judge me. It looks better in person. I'm going to do the other side. Start up by the ear, bring it down, up into the temple and the side of my hairline here. And a good point that I came across in one of the many makeup videos that I watch is that you should bronze based on how the sun naturally bronzes you. So I do not bronze up here because, again, people say, oh, it makes your forehead look smaller. I'm doing it because naturally your forehead is the closest to the sun, so hello, it's going to be getting the most attention, the most natural tan. So work that into the hairline along the top. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the jawline on the side. This kind of follows the 3 trick that the Kardashians use. I don't want to look exactly like a Kardashian though, man. Those girls are a little bit over the top. I'm not going to be wearing fake eyelashes and all that stuff every day. It's just not practical. And bronze your whole neck so that it's not a different color than your face. I do a little bit along my nose too. A lot of people use like a smaller brush to get even better precision, especially if you don't like your nose, I guess, and you really want to contour to reshape it. But me, this is my nose. I don't know what to tell you. Another product I wanted to talk about is the Urban Decay by Kristen Leanne. This used to be my go-to, as you can see. Used to hit her pretty hard. So I just wanted to talk about the option that it can be really quick and easy if you have everything in one palette. Go in, boom, 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 hit all your stuff. So do I recommend this one? Because I feel like the bronzer is very glowy. If all your products are glowy, you're gonna look a little over the top. That's probably why I went for the Hoola, which doesn't have any shimmer to it. Looks a little bit more natural. But just the general concept, there's palettes out there that are going to have your bronzer, your highlight, and then instead of this other highlight color I never used, a blush. So you can just pop in there and grab everything you need. I think NARS makes one like that maybe. So look around because there's a lot of different options out there that can be kind of quick and easy, fun to play with. Next I do my highlight. I have so many highlights here that I want to talk about because I love highlight. I think it's so much fun. In a way you can kind of use your highlight to complement, kind of match what you did with your eyes. So sometimes if I do a pinkier tone eyeshadow, something like that, I'll go in with my Naked Skin. I think the color is Fireball. So this one was a little bit pricier, but it's a cream product with a flat foam applicator. Pretty easy to blend and has a softer look. So that's the thing too. Definitely go with a highlighter that you feel like complements you, because if you really want that heavy glow, go with that type of product. Right now I've really been hitting into my Kylie, whatever the heck she calls it. This is the color Ice Me Out. This one I've really been gravitating towards because it's a nice soft gold glow. I love using golds and browns on my eyes, so it really kind of complements that. And it's got a little bit more hit to it, which is fun. If you're wanting something more natural, a little bit more like lit from within glow, I feel like you kind of want to go more towards like the liquid or the cream because they just blend and they sit into your skin more. It also depends on what color you get. And that can be something too, maybe research to see what complements your skin tone, because if you are more fair like me, pink kind of works well because it just blends right in, baby. So the more natural, creamier based ones would be your Naked Skin that I talked about. This is just a trial size that I got for free. The real thing is like a tub and it's like $50 or something. So man, you really gotta want it. But free sample, yay. The Glam Glow, and I was obsessed with it for a while because it's got this soft goldish glow. It's very creamy, kind of liquidy, easy to blend, and it smells really good. I just kind of like gravitated away from it because now I'm also using my highlight, and I like to use this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and the color is Guilty Pleasure, and I like this one because it's both gold and pink, so it kind of checks all the boxes. It's like a creamy, look at that, it's crazy, good color payoff. So I like to dip into that with my brush and do some damage. Let's see, maybe I'll go with the ColourPop today, gold and the pink. So I'm going to use a fluffy angled brush. Definitely a tip for highlight is don't use a very short brush. it's going to be really hard to blend. I used to use this style brush and it just, oops, doesn't blend very well. You need the looseness of longer bristles. And kind of start in the middle, work my way up, get a little bit up in there by my other pimple. So many pimples. It's great. Love it. Love being almost 30, let me tell you, because you can have both acne and wrinkles at the same time. The things they don't tell you, right? So hit my other cheek. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it's doing some good things. And definitely less is more when you're doing highlight. Kind of start with a little bit, work it in, can always add more. If you do too much, especially with one that's more creamy based like this, it can be hard to blend it back out without covering it with another powder, and that's where, like I talked about, you can start to look kind of cakey, which is not ideal. Hit a little bit on the bottom of my nose and I work it up the bridge a little bit. This is another area where you would want to really research your nose shape and your face shape to see what's going to complement you the best there for contouring. I learned a fun trick where you hit a little bit above your eyebrows here, which is fun. Sometimes if the light picks that up, it looks really cool. Then I'll take the angled tip of my brush and hit underneath my brow to get the highlight there. And sometimes that does a little bit extra blending of the eyeshadow up there, so it's a win-win. And then I'll take my pointer finger and do a little bit of corner highlight, which usually is easier to do when I don't have this weird crazy graphic liner and 20 pounds of glitter eyeshadow on. No regrets. My niece is gonna love it. Last thing I do is blush, because it kind of helps blend everything out. I'm gonna grab a brush here. Yeah, a nice fluffy brush. My brush cup is holding my camera. Oops. And I'm using my NARS, I shouldn't say that word, NARS blush. And I like this color because it has some glow to it. Because why not just make everything glow? You know, start at the apple and work my way up a little bit to kind of bring the face up. And it kind of blends the space between the bronzer and the highlighter, brings it all together. Kind of blend that line right underneath where my bronzer was hitting on my forehead, and then a little bit on the nose. I feel like I went heavy with the highlighter there. She's glowing nose. And that's it. So I hope that helped, because I feel like people really are intimidated by contouring, and it becomes overly complicated. Really, just find the right products for you and go in there with a brush and have some confidence, but also do some practicing and really see what works for you and what you enjoy. And yeah, I hope that helped, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Bye.